Hey everybody, so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the pentatonic scale. And this is geared towards those of you in the beginner stages. You just learn about lead guitar and until you going to teach you the very basics. We're not going to get into all kinds, all kinds of different licks and stuff like that. It's going to be the bare minimum, getting used to be able to play that up and down the scale. We're going to break it up into two sections, and it's really important that you can get solid with this first, and then we can start to get more musical with it after that. And this shouldn't take you too long to get this down. So work on this, and we'll work on the good stuff coming up later on. So let me bring the camera down, and let's go for it. Okay, so first off, a pentatonic scale is a 5-note scale. Penta means 5. Normally, don't worry about knowing this scale at all, but a normal full scale, like an A natural minor scale, will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we have 8 or 1 again. So 7 notes. And what we're doing is we're taking out 2 notes and turning it into a pentatonic scale, a 5-note scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're back to our root again. So that's kind of a little bit of a little light theory on that. So what we're going to do here is to play this, we go over here to the 5th fret. And again, this is our our A pentatonic scale, A minor pentatonic scale. Put our finger on the 5th fret on the E string, pinky on the 8th fret over here, both on the E string. And now the way I like to think of this is because we have our fingers have their assigned frets. That fret is the first finger, that fret's second, that's third, that's fourth. So I like to think in fingers here. So fingers 1, 4, then we're going to go back to 1 again, and then 3. So 3 is going to be on the 7th fret. And then the next one, 1, 3, 1, 3. So far we have 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, and 1, 3. So remember, we're talking about fingers here, not frets, because really it's frets 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. But we're going to do fingers 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, and then you go over here. It always starts with our first finger. 1, back to 4, 1, 4. And of course, in reverse, fingers 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. You just want to make sure that you can play through this nice and clean and clearly, and try to get that as even as possible. If you have to stop at first, you're a very beginner, go ahead. Just make sure each note is really nice and clean and clear. But try to work towards playing it even. You maybe see me doing alternate picking. For right now, you can do all down picking. It doesn't matter. So I'll go back down with all down picking. So get that as even as possible. Then stick on like a drum beat. So let me start a drum beat here. And you can slow it down too. Go to YouTube, find a drum beat, nice and slow. And every time a beat hits, you're gonna hit a note. can stop and then start again. Again, if you want to do all down picks, that's perfectly fine. So you kind of do it like that. Go up, you can stop, and then go back down. But you want to make it so you actually can play it up and then all the way back down again. Now, one note, when you come over here, you're going to have your fingers 1, 4. Don't automatically go back to that. So 1, 4, 4, 1, 4. 1. So you're actually going to play 4 twice here. It's going to be the ending of that, and then the beginning of your moving back down. So let me do that. Yeah, just kind of run up and down like that. And then the next thing you'll want to do after that is you're going to want to do alternate picking. If you can do that solidly all down picking, just start alternate picking. Now you're going to have to start, this is going to be a lot to really focus in on. So I would say don't worry about the drums right now. Take your time. Even if it's not even at first, focus on nailing your right hand alternate picking. So I'd rather you go down, up, and saying down, up is good too. Down, up, then down, then let's see, up. Okay, this next one I gotta go down. Okay, down, up, then down, up, down, up, down, up. Again, down, doing the same thing on the way back down also. So it's all about making sure you're solid with this, even if it's not even. Then you can go ahead and then play it a little bit more even. And you're starting to get used to it. And again, don't rush that. Make sure you're solid with that right hand. And then eventually, yeah, you'll put on the drum beats and then play along nice and even along with the drum beats. And yeah, I think that right there is plenty enough for right now. And another one, probably this is Friday, so probably in the beginning of next week we'll break it up into 2 sections. We'll kind of break that up, and then eventually we'll turn these into licks. Actually, I added a little extra note in there. So let me bring this up. So yes, very basic, but you gotta get this solid before you start digging into all the good stuff. So put some time into that, and then next week we'll kind of break it up into the different sections, and then as we go along, I'm kind of mixing these up. There'll be some other stuff we'll cover too, but next lesson after that, then what we'll do is we'll start getting into all kinds of we'll add in licks, show you some cool licks that you can play and apply to this, so you can then put on a backing track and improvise along with it. And we're working on some improvising and all kinds of stuff, but get this first step down really solid first before we move on. All right, any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we will see you in the next lesson. All right, have a good one.